get this on, get it popping. Welcome to another episode of Silk Sessions After Hours Unfiltered. I'm your girl, Mimi Michelle, your hairstylist, your author, and your podcaster. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want you to get involved. I want you to ask questions, and I want you to leave your comments and subscribe to this wonderful channel because we have a good time over here. Now I got a new little setup. I got me a little table right here. I should have pushed back a little bit so y'all can see. And I'm using my computer today because I don't know, I'm trying something new. Like, this is so relaxed, but I probably need my readers on to see the fonts. But anywho, we're gonna try this and see if it works, and if it don't, we just go back to Old Faithful. It's okay. But before we get into this cocktail, well, let's go and get into the cocktail of the day, today's cocktail for conversation. So I was looking for a new drink to make you guys, and I came across something called the Godmother. Now, the Godmother consists of 1.5 ounces of vodka and 1/2 ounce of amaretto. And I was like, ooh, that sounds like it's going to be a little strong. So I decided to do a twist. As you can see, we got 2 glasses here, like I got to guess, and I don't. I decided to make the Godmother and do a little twist. And I don't know what either one of them tastes like. The Godmother, and then mine is the Boss Lady. So the Boss Lady consists of, and my tea, feel a little loose today. The Boss, the Boss Lady consists of the same thing, 1.5 ounces of vodka, 1/2 ounce of amaretto, but I put 1/2 ounce of orange liqueur and a splash of lemon juice. And we're going to see which one I like best, okay? So let's, I almost blinded myself. Let's do the original drink first, okay? Let's get a little shake over here. So we're going to go with the original first. And I got my little metal straw today. All right. Whew, it's going to be pretty strong. Ooh, nope. Ooh, wait, one more time. This ain't nobody Godmother. My Godmother wouldn't treat me this way. Shit's nasty. Okay, first of all, it's sweet and it's strong. Nope. Don't y'all make that. That ain't for nobody. That's going to have somebody kidneys crying, and it's going to have you in a diabetical. Nope. Put that right on over yonder ways. Now, we're going to try the next one. And then if this ain't good, we going to pause, and I'm going to go get me something that I like, okay? Oh, that's nasty. Oh, I can't even fix my face. I'm too cute to have this face. All right. I knew that shit was going to be nasty. I knowed it. All right. This even smell good. All right. Let's see what the Boss Lady. See, I got good sense. Let's see what the Boss Lady tastes like. Yup. See? Listen to me. This is so very good. Oh, this is good. That is horrendous. I ain't gonna even do it because I'm like, what if I put them together and shake them up and mix them up? But nope. I'll make another one of these with that. Oh, this right. It's got a little, and I probably could have put some orange bitters in here, or maybe some orange bitters in that. I don't know. But this is delicious. That is not. All right. So We are already in June. Half the year is gone. And do you know what that means? That absolutely means that we're just 2 weeks away from Camille, the rebirth of a reckoning. Now, you got to get it. Please, y'all, support. I need y'all to feel what I wrote. I need y'all to get into it. And I also want to thank Blocks Media Vision. They put me out there like it's a van that goes around with advertisements and all around the city, so everybody know that Camille is coming out on the 25th. Now, if you have a business or you have a company or you have something that you want to promote, go to blocksmediavision.com. I think it's .com, it might be .net, but I'm going to for sure put it in the description below. And y'all, support that business, because we all about supporting Black-owned businesses. You see what's going on. You see how it's popping. We sticking together like glue, and support your people, and people support each other. Okay, y'all know what I'm trying to say. All right, let me put her back, because she is ready. She is ready. Ready. All right, let's get into what we got going on today. So before I get into this list, I was, while I was looking for the drinks, I saw something come across my Hulu, My Crazy Ex, right? And I said, well, let me just watch it. Let me just see what's going on. Man, so I'm pretty sure you've seen it before. It's probably not new. It was on Hulu, but it originated on A&E. And there's one episode, but it has, I think, 4 or 5 different stories in it. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I watched first couple of episodes, first couple of stories, and I kind of dozed off. I'm 54. I'll be taking naps in the middle of the day sometimes. So the first story, and that's the one I'm going to cover, guy named Michael, and I think her name was Maria. Yeah, Michael and Maria. Michael is on a business trip. Okay, y'all? Okay, stay with me. Michael is on a business trip, and he is at the bar. He say he's kind of like shy, but when he does meet pretty girls, but he gets lost for words. And he was on his phone playing a game at the bar, and the girl over his shoulder was telling him how to win the game. And when he turned around, he didn't say anything. He said he kind of froze. Then she was like, Michael? And he was like, hey, it was some girl that he used to go with in high school. This man has a career now. There's a girl he used to date in high school. And they laughed, they talked, and they used to call her not crazy. It was another word for crazy. I don't remember. And so he understood why they called her crazy, because they was drinking, having a good time. Then they had one too many, and he ended up in her hotel room. Well, when he woke up, he was like, oh my God, I hope I didn't sleep with this girl. And he's like, well, I got to go. I got a plane to catch. And she was like, after we had sex? See my face? Then she goes, I'm just playing. So he gets in his car and he flies home. Well, the girl who was watching his house and watching his dog, he really liked her. They worked together, and he wanted to tell her thank you for doing those things. So he cooked her dinner, and then he walked her out, and he said, I should have tried to give her a kiss, but I was too shy. So I just hugged her, and she left. So I'm sure the stories are dramatized. Let me grab my cocktail because I'm going to need it. I'm sure the stories are dramatized, but he said based off true stories. Okay, back to you, Bob. So he said there's a knock on the door, and he thinks that the girl maybe forgot something. I get to give her a kiss now. He opens the door. It is Maria. Okay? She's like, hi. It's nighttime. She done moved from Ohio to Colorado. Okay? Follow me, y'all. Stay with me. So she's moved, and he's like, what are you doing here? Oh, I live in the house across the walk. Can you help me with my boxes? And then he was like, okay. Well, long story short, let me just get into it. She starts calling him. He's ignoring her. he tells his homeboy, hey, this girl here is crazy. And he shows how pretty she is. Tomorrow, you photoshopped yourself. Well, she calls him and tells her that she is pregnant. He's like, I don't even remember sleeping with you. And then shows her a sonogram, and his friend was like, man, she ain't got no sonogram that fast. So then when he starts to ignore her, she's like, oh, you gonna do me like that? You wasting your money on a new car and you got a baby on the way? And he was like, I don't have a new car. Then he realized his mother was at his house. The mother goes out there. He like, mama, oh, this is so good. Mama, that girl is crazy. Don't go out there. Why she run that boy's mama over with her car, put that car in reverse and ran her slap dap over, broke her leg, broke a couple of her ribs, I think both her legs. But then, long story short, the girl that was watching his house, or I don't know if it was his house or it was at work, answered his phone. I think it was the house, answered his phone, and she was like, I'm looking for my friend Michael. We grew up together, and tell him that I'm going to be in Chicago because that's where the business meeting was. This girl had tracked him down. Then when she took his phone, got his address, moved across the walkway, she had been stalking him the entire. That's why I say, be careful, boy. Be careful in these streets. Be careful in these streets. You never know who you dealing with. I ain't got time. That's why I say I know red flags when I see them. Let me just state it. Let me just be the clear. So, and I don't know. Y'all tell me if I'm overreacting. But if you dating somebody, and I'm one of those people, I've learned to listen and not talk so much. Okay? Younger Mimi in her teens and in her 20s, and maybe even in her 30s, used to talk too damn much. Okay? But now, this vintage wine, she listens. So if you ask somebody, so what are you looking for in a relationship? And they tell you all the things. They break it down. But they never once ask you, so what are you looking for? Ain't that a red flag? Or is it just me? Because if it was just me, y'all could check me, boo. Okay? But you never once asked me, well, what are you looking for? That means you're what? The selfish. All right. Then if you set up a date, you say a particular day, and then you don't hear from that person that day or the next day, but then the following day when you're in the choir stand, yeah, I'm talking about my shit, you're in the choir stand and you get a text, hey, I'm off today. I'm going to say, nigga, good for you. Enjoy your day. Because you told me Friday and I didn't hear from you, so you can make it a great day. 2 fingers. I don't got time. And then instead of you or that person, I'm getting personal, that person saying, oh man, I'm so sorry. Let me make it up to you. Can I pick you up today? You tell me what you had to do. I don't give a F. Carrying on. Let's get on with the show. All right. So I've said thank you. We got the cocktail. We know one is nasty. Okay, first off, that ain't for me. That's too strong. And it's sweet. It's like, you can't have sweet and strong. And it's got to be the right sweet and strong. Nasty. All right. So, today we're going to talk about Salon Chronicles. And the first one is, I got something for that rude ass. Take a look.
What are you doing? What do you mean? Why are you sitting down? I want you to stand and do my hair. That's what I paid you for. What do you mean, Papa? Why am I sitting down? I paid you for a service. You should stand up to do my hair.
Do you want me to not to sit down? You want me to stand and do your hair?
I want you to stand and do my hair. That's what I paid you for.
What?
I paid you to stand and do my hair. Why do you need to sit down?
So you want me to stand on your hair the whole time I'm braiding your hair? That's what you're saying?
Yes, I want you to stand the whole time.
So why can't I sit down?
Why can't you stand up?
Because sometimes when I'm starting with the back of your hair, so I need to sit down and rest my leg until when I get to the top of your head, then I will stand.
My money don't rest. Why do your legs need to rest?
What do you mean my money don't rest?
I'm going to pay you the same cost, whether you sit down or stand up. I want you to stand up and do my hair.
Do you want me to get your hair done or not?
Yes, but I want you to stand.
Why do you even want me to stand?
Why do you want to sit?
I just told you, because of my leg.
It'll be quick if you stand up. I think you'll get finished a lot faster.
Who told you if I sit down I'm gonna be slow?
See, ma'am, you're not going to tell me. If it would have been me, you're not going to tell me how to do my job. You're not going to tell me I can't sit down. You don't pay me enough. And I don't give a damn how much you paid me. You're not going to tell me how to do my job. I would have ripped that cape off, because braiders, they come, you know what I'm saying something. Braiders do come a dime a dozen, but the clients for the braiders come a dime a dozen too. And the moment she got up, somebody else would have been ready to sit in her chair. I would have told that bitch to kiss my ass, and you can go get your hair braided someplace else, because you're not going to tell me how to do my job. You know, people sit in our chairs and they think because they're paying us, they own us. And the truth of the matter is, yeah, we work for you at that time, but you're going to show me some respect. Show your stylist some respect. Because a vintage stylist like myself, we got a short fuse. We know that all money ain't good money, and you can go on to the next chair. We don't care. We don't care. Okay. That was quite freaking rude. And I'm getting hot and bothered about it. You know, I should have never put my drink down. You know what I'm saying? Never. That was rude. Do y'all think that was rude? Or is it just me? That was freaking rude. So, now, this one, baby, I'm going to explain to you. Now, this was a lot, but I'm going to explain to you. Y'all check this out. This is called the power of hairspray.
Okay, dye, right? We seen the dye on the sink. This. What the fuck? Look, if you do it without it, nothing. But if you spray, what the fuck?
Okay, now you're coming to a hairstylist who has some years under her belt. You have a hairstylist who has been through some things. Now, when we used to do color, if we got the color on like our clothes or maybe on your clothes, we would take hairspray and we would spray the hairspray on the spots. We would spray the hairspray, the spritz, and we would just leave it. We wouldn't touch it. So when you put your clothes in the washing machine, the color would come out. Now, why does that happen? It's the alcohol in the hairspray. Now, got to be glued spray? It must got a lot of alcohol, because it was cleaning off countertops. But thank you, ma'am. That's good to know. Because sometimes I spill color on the floor, or I spill it on something and it stains, and I need to get that up. And I normally use developer. And developer costs a whole lot of money. Do you know what developer is? Developer is what we use in color. Developer is what we use in bleach. And I can save my developer. Some in my eye. There we go. I can save my developer for my color and just use that good old got to be glued. You know, my tan is still tanning. I thought it was gone. I did sit outside today, though. But, yeah, that's why that happened, baby. It's the alcohol in the hairspray. So don't think, now, these products now, y'all don't know what y'all getting. But you're not going to die from it, okay? We used to do that a long time ago. So you safe, you good, you cool. But you do your research now. Don't take my word for it. But because it could be something in there that's very dangerous. But from my experience, from my professional experience, that's how we used to get hair color out our clothes. We use hairspray, normally spritz, because the alcohol in the spritz and the hold, you got to do it quick though. You can't let it sit and fester. You have to do it when you first see the stain, saturate it, skeet, 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 skeet. Then when you put it in the washing machine, voila, it's gone. All right. Okay. April showers, this is my next topic. April showers brings May flowers, but June showers is bringing something else. We have been having rain here in Houston for the last 2 weeks. Some sides of town more than others, but this is what's going on.
It's an alligator.
The sienna spotting of this gator, shocking to those who live here.
I have never in my life
after it was just crossing this busy intersection at Sienna Parkway and the Fort Bend County Toll Road.
Seeing them in the water, not a surprise at all. There's playgrounds and basketball courts and things over there. So we see them over there a lot, but just seeing them in the road, on the sidewalk, not normal, even by Sienna standards for sure.
Another person captured this gator just roaming and eventually lying down on the sidewalk, also in Sienna Sunday morning. Lauren Moyer says she's lived in the neighborhood for 5 years with her daughter and is used to the critter community, but not gator galore.
It's a concern.
Experts say the reason you may see alligators roaming the streets right now and not just in a body of water is because it's mating season.
They just out and about. And I know it to be true because one of my really good friends and clients and church members, her daughter goes walking in her neighborhood and see them all the time. That's going to keep me, let's be clear, that's hurting me. That's going to keep me from walking outside. Because I was ready to go hit them trails. Because that's what I like to do. But that's all I need to do, something walk up on my big ass. And I look like a steak. I look like something delicious. And they say they can't move fast, but I think that to be a lie. Them little things, them alligators move fast. So nope. Y'all changed my mind. They all in Sienna. They don't call it Sienna Plantations no more. All in Sienna, all over there. And what's the name of that? La Centera. Nope. That's all I need. That's all I need. Nope. All right. When Crafty, I'm moving on along. I'm really trying to move on along because on that one story, I took a little long. And, I don't want to be holding y'all, but one of the viewers say my show go off too fast. So I'm sorry. I just don't want to, you too much of something, too much of a good thing is even bad. So when Crafty catches up with you, take a look.
This was a really significant discovery, and the exit to that drug tunnel is actually in the business just here. This is the Buy for Less, which we now know was a fake storefront after federal authorities said that they found one of the most sophisticated drug tunnels they've ever found just steps away from the Otay Mesa port of entry. After a 6-month investigation, the Homeland Security Task Force says they discovered the exit point of the drug tunnel inside a Buy for Less storefront near the Otay Mesa port of entry and seized 2,064 pounds of cocaine worth about $45 million. Agents say the cross-border tunnel is about 1,933 feet long, 55 feet deep, and 4.5 feet in height, with reinforced walls, rail, and ventilation systems and electricity.
Man. Okay, now, so you got a storefront. And your storefront, it's just a regular old place. But you got tunnels built in the back that go all the way to Mexico. Now, who snitched? Who did they piss off? They pissed somebody off because nobody would have ever known that. They was moving the coca leaf underground. Dang, it's good. And it don't taste like nothing I've ever had before. You understand what I'm saying? That, I can't even describe the nastiness. This is delicious. But, man, how long did it take them to build that tunnel? I don't know. I ain't got nothing else, so I better slow down on that. This brings back memories. And when I show it to you, you're going to be like, what the ham and Swiss? Take a look.
Everybody go back inside. Yeah, stop right there, and take out everything. So ready, guys? Who first? Who we doing first? Who taking out first? Hey, this way. You're gonna take out.
No, take everything out.
Take everything out. Listen, turn to me.
Turn.
Yeah, take out. Okay.
No.
Hello. You're gonna turn facing me. Facing me. Take out.
Right now.
Sorry, step back for me. Stand up. Stand up. Yep. Operate the door. Operate the door. Sir, I said operate the door. Boss, stop, follow me and film. Operate the door. This is for evidence. Control the door. It's 3 people.
Jesus Christ.
Security, that's what happened when you on break. All right, your turn now.
Yeah, your turn.
Put your hand over here. Put your hand right there. Hello? Step back. Can you go back some more? Yeah. So take out your hand now. Hello? Can you face me?
Look up when you're taking up. Hey, bring up and look up.
Wait, we'll soon do you next.
Wait.
You wait. We're gonna do you next. So that's your own, yeah? So everybody need to have ID. All right, you done your one?
Did you see all the groceries, all the washing powder, all the dishwashing? They had groceries for months, groceries for a lifetime. And you know what they remind me of, don't you? When my daddy put Mr. Weingarten out of business. You see how them ladies was pulling all that stuff out? They used to be my daddy in his windbreaker. And in his pants. And he would do all that stuff. That was my daddy. But this is a new day and time. Let me tell you something. When my daddy started getting this stuff together, he told me, he was like, I don't see how people try to shoplift today. Because the eye in the sky don't miss nothing. You can't do it like I used to do it back in the day. I was wrong. He said, but you can't do that. He was like, the eye in the sky don't miss a thing. So people trying to shoplift, that's dumb. He said, I don't know what I'd be doing today because I couldn't do that. Because I got enough sense to know the eye in the sky don't miss a thing. Ma'am, the eye in the sky don't miss nothing. And you was in a foreign town. Sound like you was in Jamaica or someplace. And other countries, they don't handle crime the same as the good old America. But shoot, we might be handling crime different too with the way the country is going. But that's a whole nother Jenny Jones. Now, as my grandfather used to say, speaking of, man, I wanted to show y'all something. I'm going to have to show y'all tomorrow because I'm not about to get up. I'm caged in between this table, this mic, this chair, these lights. That y'all going to have to see that tomorrow. I was going to tell y'all a little story about my granddaddy, and I had some evidence to show y'all. Because, it's Leo season, and he was a Leo too. He passed not even a full week after his birthday last year. His birthday was a solid week before mine. I'm August 14th. He's August 7th. And when it's Leo season coming up, and I'm just thinking about him a lot. So, August of this year will be a full year he's been gone. But let's get back to the segment. So, didn't you learn anything from Michael? Take a look. Now, let's paint the picture. You got your good old hair on. I don't know if you got a diva curl or whatever they call that stuff now. That's a Gina. They call it Gina. And it's $1,000. That ain't nothing but a good old Jerry curl. That ain't nothing but a good old luster silk. That's all it is. It's a carefree curl. That used to cost like $65 back in the day. I know because I had one. It was the dumbest decision I ever made. Because when you got hair like this, and then your mama take you to go get a curl, and they cut your hair like this, and then your mama say, well, that's what you get. You kept begging for it. I gave what you want. But anyway, I digressed. But evidently, I must got something on my face. She has a lot of something in her hair, or she has some cheap hair in, because when she opened up that barbecue pit, that hair caught a flame. You didn't learn from Michael Jackson that you can't have all that product and all that synthetic and then buy some fire? Your hair gonna start to, you look like a flaming eraser. Baby, let me tell you something. When I'm in the backyard, because I love to grill, I can really do it. I can do it good. I make sure if I got me some fake hair in, which I have on a regular basis, that shit is up in the bun, or I got it pulled back. I'm not letting my hair catch a flame, because let me tell y'all a little story. It's story time. You know, I had a lot of story time today. But when I was a kid, my mama smoked Coors Filter King. Can y'all believe Rhonda used to smoke cigarettes? She used to smoke Coors Filter King, and one time she smoked Benson & Hedges menthols. But she ended up with Coors Filter King, right? So back then, I had a lot of hair. It was thick. I could barely put it in a ponytail. It was about this long, and I had, I don't know what happened, but she said, go light my cigarette. Well, most kids love the way the cigarette smells when you first light it. Most people love it. It smells different. To me, it smells good. I don't know about you, but I haven't smelled cigarette smoke in a very long time, because nobody in my family smokes cigarettes anymore. So she said, I'm about 9 years old, 10 years old. She tells me to go light her cigarette. I go light her cigarette, but this time I want to put it in my mouth. I want to put it in my mouth. So many things happened when I was that age. And I leaned over to light it on the stove, and I saw my hair go, and I'm going, whoo. And I know my mother could smell my hair. So I know she knew what I did, but I guess she figured, well, the girl, because she would never call me the B word. I ain't had that kind of mama. Well, her ass, that's what she get. That's probably what she said. So she didn't even reprimand me or anything. She didn't say anything. She didn't say nothing. She was like, because the girl don't got no fronts. So I'm here with all this damn hair with my bangs missing. And I can't lie and be like, I didn't do it, because it's evident the front of my hair is burnt out. So I don't even know what I did. That was the same year. I was always into something. So we used to want to go to the roller skating rink, but we never really could go, because older people went to the skating rink. Kids could only go on a certain day at a certain time, but we all had skates, and I was in St. Louis, so we had a basement, right? And this basement was nice. So we would go down in the basement, and we would skate around the basement, because it was cement floors. So we would skate around the basement. You know how the epoxy or whatever it is in your garage, that's what was in this basement. So we all took turns plugging up the lamp. So it was my turn. I had a curl. So I went down there, plugged up the lamp, and back then, my nails would really grow long if I didn't do hair, but I do hair and I'm always shampooing. So my nails were long, and I'm about 10, 11, I don't know. And it was my turn to plug up the lamp. And when I plugged up the lamp, my thumbnail went in the socket with the plug. And my hair went and straightened out. I got electrocuted, y'all. I got electrocuted. And I was like, ah! And somebody pulled me out. Now, they could have got electrocuted too. And they said my hair stood up for a minute. And then it slowly started to go back down. To rest, peace, and blessings to my cousin Kim. She was in the basement with me, her, my cousin Bridget, my sister, and they laughed at me because my ass got electrocuted, but we still went roller skating in that basement. Boy, the good old times. Well, that's it, that's all. This is your girl, Mimi Michelle, your hairstylist, your author, and your podcaster. And you have been watching Silk Sessions After Hours Unfiltered. Until tomorrow, blowing kisses. God bless.